There was uproar on the floor of the Senate following the presentation and review of the ad hoc committee's reports on the emergency rule in Rivers State, specifically concerning the screening and approval of the chairman of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. Tensions rose as lawmakers debated the nomination of Michael Odi, a non-indigent, for the RSEC chairmanship. These appointments sparked strong opposition from several minority party members. Senate Minority Leader Abamoro and two other senators voiced their disappointment, highlighting that the earlier appointment of the SO administrator, also not from Rivers State, had already generated controversy.
It is not from here that politics is creeping into this discussion, quite frankly, because we are looking at Rivers State under an emergency rule, under an administrator that ordinarily is not supposed to be a member of APC. That's what it means. And so what we are saying here is this. The report has been laid. I'm not sure that anybody is objecting to the report per se. You know, because something happened, something dramatic happened this afternoon on the floor of the Senate, where the chairman of Ethics, Privileges, and Public Petition breached all things that are ethical and left his house to another house.
Please, leader, point of order.
Today, Mr. President, we are saying that if 6 people from Rivers can be members of the Electoral Committee, what stops the 7th person from coming from Rivers? But if in the wisdom of the extraordinary leader there, he picks somebody from outside Rivers, one, he's from Cross River, and you know that there were some eyebrows raised when he was appointed administrator. Now he has gone to pick a Cross River person again to become chairman of the Electoral Commission.
Order, please. Minority, 1 second remaining. 1 second.
At the end of the day, if you say it's politics, there's no problem with it, because we are all politicians, and it's politics that brought us here. So what? I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not going to be talking law here. I'm talking about ethics. And so, Mr. President, what you want to hear is that we are going to take this report. From this eyes, we are going to take this report. But let it be known that at least we have some concerns about what is going on there. Because in the first place, this is an emergency rule.
Your time is all, I'm sorry, your time is all,
less than 3.
I watched the chairman of Imposition, and the way and manner he presented this particular bill speaks volume of his body language, because the fact of the matter, Mr. President, as a parliament, what you ought to hear from the committee chairman of appropriation is whether or not we are experiencing revenues, shortage of revenues, whether or not there is no money in this country to pay up this implemented project.
Colleagues, as my privilege, I also want to add my voice to this very, very important observation made by distinguished Senator Abdul Ningi. Let it be on record that I, Senator Mohammed Ali Ndume, I'm not against the appointment of whoever you recommended, but under the current circumstance and the fact that if today you want to interview 100 or even 1,000 qualified people for this position from Rivers, you will get it to choose from.
On the other hand, the Senate leader Opeyemi Bamidele and Chief Whip Senator Tahir Mungunu defended the nomination, insisting that no constitutional violations had occurred.
The Constitution is the grand norm of the land. So long as there is no inhibition, sorry, by way of constitutional prohibition, there is no constitutional inhibition. we are good to go. We are here to uphold the Constitution. In fact, we even swore to uphold the Constitution. And there is no any inhibition by way of the constitutional provision, which is the grand norm of the land.
Will the Senate confirm the appointments, confirm the nomination of the following persons as chairman and members of the Rivers State Local Government Service Commission? Sir Israel Moka Amadi, chairman. Nwandem Linus Onye Nuchia, member. Christabel Egu George Didia, member. Dr. Tonye D. Willie Pepple, member. Ewo Openi Richard, member. Ofik Emmanuel Omiru, member. Samuel Apiafi, member. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.